Hello, everybody. I'm noticing that as people turn in their Why Right assignment, there have been a couple of students who have just typed their answers in the submission. And so I thought, well, this might be a good time just to go over how to use Google Docs if you don't have Microsoft Word, which I realize many of you don't use Microsoft Word. But how to use Google Docs. And then when you're typing an essay or another assignment that requires an attachment or a file so you can make sure you are in the correct MLA format when I ask you to double space and things like that. This might be a good video for you to watch just to kind of go over how to do that. So let's just say that you are completing an assignment for me for Why Right. MLA instructions, while I don't tell you you have to do that, later on when you write your first essay, you'll know that MLA needs to be in Arial or Times New Roman, and it needs to be 12-point font. You also need to make sure that your lines are double spaced. So I'm going to go up here to Format. I'm going to go over to Line and Spacing, and I'm going to click on Double. That makes sure that I am double spacing everything. So let's say I was typing my Why Right assignment. And I'm going to start with number 1, and I'm going to answer that question here. You'll notice that as I am typing, let me make sure it's spelled correctly. And as I am typing, when I get to the end of the first line, you will see that it double spaces for me. Okay, and so forth. And if I went to number 2 and I entered that one, that's how it would look like. Now, up here where it says untitled document, I would always change that, because if you just put Why Right and you save it, you may have another one that with the instructions that said Why Right, and it may be titled the same. You're not going to know which one is submitted. So maybe you can put your last name. And let's say I'm going to choose one of the students' last name. And I'm just going to say completed Why Right. Now I know exactly what my file name is. And when I attach it, I'm not saying, oh, was that Ms. Truman's instructions or is that the one I completed? Now I know for sure. All right. And then when you go to File, go down here to Download. And you can download it as a PDF document. It'll open up your files in your computer. Mine's just taking a second. And here it is. And then I'm going to file and save this one as. I'm going to put it in my English 1301 folder. Sorry, my computer is working slowly today. So I'm going to put it in my English 1301 folder. And it's already saved here. There's my last name, completed Why Right, and I click Save. Now, when it's time for me to go to the assignment, I'm going to click on week 1. I'm going to scroll down to the Why Right. And I'm going to start my attempt. And then right here where it has submission, I'm going to click in that box. And then I'm going to look for the paperclip icon, which is an attachment. I'm going to go click attachment. And then I'm going to find that file that I put in my 1301 folder. And again, you may not have a folder that says 1301. That's fine. Whatever you want to save it as. And then I'm going to attach that file there. Going to click Save. And then after it is downloaded and the conversion occurs, then my submission box over here, and of course, there it is. Again, that's only one answer. You're going to type them all. Click over here on Submit, and then you're going to be able to submit that. And then when I open it up, it's going to be in the correct format. So I hope that helps. Again, if you use Microsoft Word, it's a little bit different because you can save it as a doc file. But hope that helps. If you're having trouble, please feel free to email me, send me a remind message. Speaking of Remind, still don't have every student in my Remind app. So I would like for you to join. Go to the Start Here tab. The instructions are right there. That way you can message me instantly. It's almost like a text messaging app. And I can also remind you of things that are due and things like that.